Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my 2017 skincare favorites. I have quite a number of products set in front of me. Before we get started with this video, I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and be sure to add me on all of your other social media platforms. I will link my handles down below. And before we get started, the majority of these products weren't all released in 2017. These are just all of the products that I have loved and used repeatedly throughout the year. And let's go ahead and get started with today's video. I'm going to go in order of application, or at least try to stay in order of application. So we'll begin with cleansers and then dive deep into toners, serums, oils, and moisturizers. And then we'll end with a lip product as well. So let's go ahead and get started. My first favorite of the year is the Belif Cleansing Gel Oil Enriched. This looks like this. This is perfect for normal to dry skin, and this contains no mineral oils, no synthetic fragrances, no synthetic dyes, synthetic preservatives, animal origin ingredients, and it is also dermatologically tested. How do I use this? I typically go in with this as my first cleanse when I am wearing any makeup products. I like to just use one pump and I work it into the skin. It's safe enough for the eye area as well. It does not cause any irritation or stinging. And then I add a few drops of warm water to kind of work the cleanser into a more milky kind of consistency. And then I rinse the product off. This actually works great as a first and second cleanse as well. I know for New Year's Eve I was wearing a ton of eyeliner and a ton of eye glitter, and this was, you know, able to remove everything off of the skin without causing any dryness or irritation. It just kind of melted everything off the skin. I typically use this as my first cleanse, and I love that it doesn't have any of the bad stuff. This is the Drunk Elephant Best Jelly Cleanser, and I am almost out of this. Believe it or not, I am about like all the way down to here as far as use. I absolutely love this cleanser. I love cleansers that are foamy and very gentle on the skin, and this is exactly that. It foams really nicely and it cleanses rather than strips the skin. Sometimes I feel like I don't even need to tone the skin after using this, but I am a creature of habit. So if I am doing an extensive routine, I will definitely tone. But if I'm not doing an extensive routine, I'll just use a cleanser and then finish off with an oil. But it just totally depends on my mood and how much time I have that evening for either a short or an extensive skincare routine. I love this cleanser so much. I can use it in the morning or in the evening. I can use it as my only cleanser if I'm not wearing any makeup, or I can use this as a double cleanse as well. Yeah, this is definitely a favorite for 2017. I think that if you are someone who is into very minimal skincare routines, if you're one of those that thinks that less is more, this is definitely worth an investment. I still have the twist up cap, but I know that they have redone the packaging for this. And now we're gonna move on to toners. This is the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. This has rose fruit extract, and it's supposed to remove impurities and soften the skin. I think this is one of my favorite products of 2017 for sure. I love the packaging and that you can see the rose petals just kind of floating about. I like to keep this at the very top of my vanity just because I like how it looks. This is supposed to refine the appearance of pores. This cleanses the skin, helping to clear of surface debris, pollution, particles, and residual impurities while leaving the skin refreshed and prepped to receive the full benefits of your skincare ritual to follow. I can use this morning and evening as well. I, however, like to tap this into the skin. I just kind of pour a little bit of it on the palm of my hand, and then I just tap it onto the skin. This also layers very nicely on the skin if I'm feeling particularly dry or dehydrated. I don't like to use a cotton round with this. This is definitely up there in price for a toner. I believe it's $44, but this is I think going to become a staple in my routine for this year as well. Alrighty, and my next favorite, the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum. This is supposed to firm and brighten. She looks like this. This is packed with antioxidants, enzymes, and nutrients that are going to help to neutralize environmental damage, soften and exfoliate the skin. And this is also going to help even tone. I know that I had a little bit of a sunspot here along my nose, and continued use has helped to clear that sunspot. I have been using this for 2017 and I already have a backup for 2018, and I hope that backup will help to clear a spot that I have just kind of brewing over here. I love this. This works nicely underneath makeup. It doesn't pill or anything, and it is fast absorbing as well. Drunk Elephant is also one of my favorite brands of 2017. You'll see that I have a lot of their skincare products here in this video, but they are definitely a brand that I trust because of the results that I have gotten. Speaking of Drunk Elephant, let's chat about the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This is going to refine and regenerate the skin overnight. This is what she looks like. I love their packaging as well. It's kind of like a twist up cap, and then you just do one pump for application all over the face, and sometimes you can sneak it all the way down to the neck as well. This contains raspberry extract, horse chestnut in a 12% AHA blend, and those acids are glycolic, lactic, tartaric, citric, and salicylic acids. So those are going to work to diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and also help to smooth and diminish the appearance of pores. This is also going to lift dead cells away, revealing an even-toned and radiant complexion. Every time I use it, my skin wakes up refreshed, plump, and very smooth. And now for the final serum of this favorites video, let's chat about the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum, and she looks like this. I love this for nighttime use. A little goes a long way. I just kind of tap it along my ring finger and work it into the orbital bone. Sometimes I pat it in as well. This is supposed to minimize fine lines, crow's feet, firm, and brighten under eye circles. This is definitely a little pricey, but all eye creams and eye serums are pricey. I love this stuff. We're gonna jump into moisturizers, and then we'll follow with oils. The Murad Essential C Eye Cream. This has got a broad spectrum SPF of 15, and this has had a rough life as this top just kind of falls apart. With this moisturizer, all you need is a tiniest amount. I like to just pump this, work it into my ring finger, and then tap it onto the orbital bone. Not a lot of eye creams actually have an SPF, so I can definitely appreciate that this one has an SPF. This is my favorite eye cream for daytime use. This has retinol, and it also has caffeine, so it's going to revitalize, refresh, smooth, and firm, and kind of awaken the eye area. This works very well underneath makeup or concealer. Your eye area is not going to look too oily or like you have a ton of product. This works very, very nicely with or without makeup. These are all kind of Murad products. I'm so sorry, but I love them. Let's chat about the Environmental Shield Essential C Day Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 30 PA+++. This is their Essential C moisturizer for daytime use. This is jam-packed with antioxidants, and you have your sunscreen in there as well, so you are protecting the skin from aging and burning rays, and you are also packing it in with antioxidants that are going to help to neutralize environmental damage. This is a very dewy and kind of luminous finish. So I like to use this particular sunscreen when I am not wearing any makeup. Say for example, I'm running out and running some errands, or I'm hiking. This is the sunscreen that I use on those days. This has also got ginkgo biloba leaf extract that helps to shield the skin from environmental aggressors. I think this works well for drier, dehydrated skin types. If you have normal skin and you like that dewy finish, this is a great daytime moisturizer that has an SPF included. Anybody else that doesn't like a dewy kind of luminous finish, I would probably just stay away from this. This is my personal favorite when I am not wearing any makeup. And then another Murad sunscreen that I love. This was definitely a 2017 release. This is the City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50 PA++++. This is a mineral sunscreen. This is going to shield the skin from the 5 main causes of damage that accelerate the signs of aging, such as UVA, UVB, pollution, blue light from devices, and infrared radiation. And it also has a peach tint to it that works as a color corrector. I'm going to show you guys. So that's the peach tint. This has a demi matte finish. She also works very nicely under makeup. There is a very light scent, nothing that is too strong. I love it. It is very smoothing of the skin. I already have a backup of this and I use this every day practically, unless I'm using another SPF, and this works nicely under makeup. I love this. Next, I have the Murad City Skin Overnight Detox Moisturizer. This is going to revitalize the skin overnight. It is jam-packed with antioxidants that help neutralize pollutants while you sleep. The vitamin C in here helps to brighten an even tone, while nourishing botanicals help to visibly reduce fine lines and wrinkles. I think this is perfect for us city girls and boys. I love the packaging of this as well. It comes in an airless jar, so all you have to do is pump it up, swoop it up, and then apply it over the skin. This is lightweight and very moisturizing. So if you have dry, normal skin, I think this is going to work excellently for you, as it is going to moisturize the skin, but it is also very lightweight, so it's not going to feel heavy on the skin. Yeah, this is definitely a favorite of 2017. For the final moisturizer, I'm going to share with you the Yeouth Neck Firming Cream. This contains green tea, arginine, and vitamin C. This is kind of one of those products that you think you don't need, but once you have it, like, you're glad that you have it. I have a lot of clients who ask me about treating the neckline, and I always tell them just to bring everything down, but everything that you're trying to work up at here is probably not the same thing that you're trying to treat down here. So I love that I have this. This is highly moisturizing and nourishing and plumping. This is also ultra lightweight and fast absorbing, which I love. I usually use this at night. But if I do wear it during the day, I will layer a sunscreen over top to protect the neck and chest area. I love this. I usually take about a pea size amount and just kind of work it up onto the neck and the chest area, and I also treat the back of the neck as well. But I love this. And now for oils, our final category here, I have the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. This is rich in critical antioxidants and omega-6 and 9. It hydrates while restoring a youthful glow. I have several ways of using this particular oil. This is the first Marula oil that I think I have used, and I have loved it. I feel like I can get away with using this at any season since it is lightweight and fast absorbing. Sometimes I like to use it as a final step in an extensive routine to seal everything in. Sometimes when I'm not doing an extensive routine, I like to use it as the only step in my routine. So I will cleanse with a Drunk Elephant Best Jelly Cleanser, and then this will be my last and final step. As I mentioned before, I can get away with not toning when using the Best Jelly Cleanser, and this is kind of like my end-all be-all for the routine on that evening. This is also safe enough for you to use beneath the eye area, which I think is great. So usually I will just kind of use a dropper and place it to about 3 to maybe 5 drops and do a couple here on the neck and chest, and then I just kind of massage that onto the skin, and whatever is left on my ring finger I will just kind of tap it beneath the eye area. My skin tends to wake up feeling refreshed, moisturized, and it looks very glowy the next day. I love this. Let's talk about a little retinol. I have the Jordan Samuel Skin EtOILe, I think that's how you say it, with retinol. This is a treatment oil as well. You can use this morning and evening. I, however, use it only in the evening. And you can use 1 to 2 pumps after your hydrate serum if you have the hydrate serum, which I do use those two together. This has a number of oils. It has sweet almond oil, argan oil, cranberry oil, marula oil, evening primrose and rosehip oil, sea buckthorn oil and soybean oil, retinol, and a vitamin E. This is a very lightweight oil. Looks kind of like that. I don't know if you can see it. That is what that looks like, and usually that's what my skin looks like after application. There is no scent to this oil whatsoever. I think that the finish on the skin is very velvety and it feels smooth. This is non-drying, non-irritating, and it is a great way to boost collagen, minimize fine lines, increase cellular turnover, and even the skin's tone. The retinol is the second to last ingredient in this treatment oil. The strength I don't imagine to be strong. It is definitely safe enough for you to use on a nightly basis without you seeing the irritation that you typically tend to experience when using other types of retinol. Skin usually wakes up very glowy and refreshed after I use this. Last but not least, I have the Tatcha Camellia Gold Spun Lip Balm. This has been my best friend recently. I got this as part of like a Sephora bento box. Another lip product that lives with me and it's in my car right now is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. But this I use at night religiously. It is ultra lightweight and very nourishing to the lips. I know I was really sick for like 2 weeks and this lived on my bedside. So I would use this multiple times throughout the night to keep my lips from drying and chapping. This is definitely a lifesaver. It is also a, I would say, luxury item, retailing at $30, and it does have some gold flecks in there, which I think definitely adds to the level of luxury. And that is all I have for you this video. I hope you guys enjoyed having a look at all of the skincare products I loved using throughout the year 2017. Hopefully I can manage to edit this video without it being 35 minutes long. Let me know what your skincare favorites for 2017 were down below. I would love to know what those are. Let me know what the standout products for you were. Let me also know if we share any favorites as well. Next video, I will be sharing with you my beauty and makeup favorites, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Favorite, we're gonna dive, and for cool, so you're supposed to shake this. I hardly ever shake it. Oops.